In this morning's Business Insight, we talk a lot and hear a lot about finding and keeping a job. What about taking that next step in your career? Career expert Julie Balke is with us this morning to talk about positioning yourself for and getting a promotion. Julie joins Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio with some tips. Julie and Rob?
Brian, thanks. Julie, thanks for being here again.
Sure.
So we're going to talk to something near and dear to my heart, which is getting a promotion. And it's near and dear because I haven't had a promotion in 16 years.
So sad.
It's very sad. But what you have 4 tips, really, that I think are really important for people to keep in mind when they're trying to climb the ladder. We've actually got some graphics we can show. But the first one, you talk about making sure promotion is even really what you want.
Yeah. Before you go for something, you need to figure out what exactly you're looking for. Sometimes people say, I really want a promotion, I really need a promotion, but what they're really saying is, I'm bored, I need something new and different to do, I'm not being paid enough, and they just lump it all under promotion. So really understand what it is you're looking for before you go knock on the boss's door and bang on the desk and say, promote me. So what is it that's going to make you happy?
So to stay with the first one a little bit more, you said that men typically have maybe this problem a little bit more than women do, where it's sort of they're driving a car real fast, but they don't exactly know why.
Well, yeah, and a lot of men generally think that it's about ascending at all times. But when you think more broadly, sometimes it's not necessarily about the next rung on the ladder. It's about expanding your skills and your knowledge and your expertise, maybe in a lateral way, to better prepare you for that next move. And sometimes we get to a rung on the ladder and we realize we're really pretty happy there. And instead of going for the next thing, we found the place that we are going to be happiest and most successful, but we want to round out or fill in our toolkit so we're more valuable, more broadly capable.
When you talk about rounding out, talk about advisors, or the importance of having people that you can go to help.
Yeah, you hear the term mentor, advisor, board of advisors, there's a lot of them, and I don't think you should just have just one, because not everybody is able to advise you equally on everything that you need. And so when you have those people around you who understand what your goals are and what your objectives are in your career and what's important to you, then they have a context in which to advise you. So that group may change and should change, frankly, as you move through your career, because your goals, your goals change, your interests change, and so the right mentoring group around you should change as well.
The third one is, I think, really great because it's something I see a lot when I'm talking to people that work for me, is the idea of having a business case for getting a promotion, which is something I can just tell you that just rarely happens, at least in my world.
Yeah. A lot of times people think, well, I've been in this job for 3 years. Therefore, I deserve more of something. And the world just isn't like that anymore, if it ever was. And so it's not necessarily about time and job. It's about what have you contributed, what have you made better, what have you done? And so if you go to someone who's responsible for making those decisions, you have to go in there like you are in front of a customer. You're making a business case. I need more, I want more, it's been too long, is really not very compelling. And so you have to approach this as if you are making a proposal, selling something, selling an idea. You are the product.
And the fourth one is taking a long-term view. Explain a little bit about that.
Yeah. You know, it's really easy, especially when we get early in our career, and we're early in our careers, to think just in terms of, you know, I just need to get to that next step. I just need to get that next step. It is so valuable to step back and say, what is 5 years from now going to look like for me? How old will my kids be? Might I have kids all of a sudden? Is it 10 years or 15 years? What is your long-term view? And for each of it's different. And then when you start and figure out what does happiness look like for you, or what it might look like for you in 5 to 10 years, then you can easily back up and figure out what do you need to get there. So sometimes it's not about getting that promotion today. It's about what is the longer-term view of your career and how might you create a path to get there.
Great. Well, I think really the big takeaway for me on all this is you do have to try to separate emotion from this process, specifically when it comes to the business case. But Julie, thank you so much for being here today. And obviously, if you'd like to get more information, here's Julie's information, and I'm sure she'll be happy to help you if you have some questions about how to get promoted. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.